Well, at last, where have you two buggers been?
Getting chased by tenacious fangirls. And then, other stuff.
Oh yeah, getting chased by birds. How? Other stuff?
Remember, you can't tell any pony you're an agent. It's kind of the whole secret aspect.
Not even Tex Typer?
Actually, he's joining as well, so yeah, go ahead and tell him.
Not even Zion?
Who?
Zion Clays, male, bladed native, MLP classic cartoon reviewer. Recently hired by Jet Fever to edit comics reviews.
Nope. We need to keep him in the dark.
Then how is he going to edit this part? Since when did my thoughts break the fourth wall?
Yeah, other stuff.
Well, your mate's Jet's been looking for you.
Looks like you got a few messages. First one is from your collab partners. Seems they've cancelled. Oh, pity. Next one is from me, reminding you that I'm not your goddamn secretary, you son of a bitch. Keep your phone on you. What is this, 1995? I swear to God.
Well, I guess I'll need to re-script Friends Forever number 13. It's a Rarity comic. Coolman? Want a collab?
You had me at Rarity.
Cue intro and spoiler alert. I should have my thoughts down by the time it's over.
Warning, this comic has spoilers, not only for the MLP main show, but also for other MLP comics. But you know, they're all like Babs related, so not a big deal.
This comic is written by Jeremy Whitley, art by Agnes Garbowska, color by Lauren Perry, and letters by Neil Utaki?
And I will remind you, mispronouncing things is my thing.
And edited by Bobby Curnow. So this comic begins with Sweetie Belle waking up. Yeah, she sleeps with a Spike plushie. Must resist urge to ship them. Anyways, she's really excited, but something is amiss as she falls out of bed. Twice. So her sister calls the doctor.
After Rarity's fabulous entry, the doctor tells my waifu that Sweetie Belle has an ear infection and can't travel, which seems like a bit of an overreaction, but doctor's orders, I guess. So Rarity goes alone to Manhattan.
So we jump to Rarity preparing for her fitting with Sapphire Shores, who could have easily just made a trip to Ponyville, but the plot demands that they go to Manhattan, and so they did. While setting up, a pony enters, and she quickly gets to work, only to realize that it's not Sapphire Shores, but Babs Seed. Apparently, no pony decided to tell her that Sweetie was homesick. Then we have some clunky exposition for those who haven't read the comics or watched the show, because it's completely normal to recount every other time you've met some pony every time you meet them, right?
Yeah, but it gets annoying after a while, especially when you have to say, and then we recounted our histories, and then this, and then we recounted our histories.
I was being sarcastic.
I don't know what you're talking about, I always do that.
Anyways, Rarity feels bad, so with some of her free time before Sapphire shows up, she takes Babs out on the town.
Waifu then drags Babs back to the spa for some relaxation time. They look way too happy with those needles.
Okay, I get hoofacures, that's a standard spa thing, even seaweed wrap, but acupuncture? All the acupuncture places I've ever gone to were their own business. That must be one fancy spa.
How often do you get acupuncture?
Not often. It's too expensive. It's not usually covered by insurance. though oddly, chiropractic is. Moving on, next they go to get a haircut. Unfortunately for Babs, the hairdresser is fucking crazy. Like, he has a vendetta against Bangs. Did Bangs kill his parents or something?
I'm Bangman.
Bang!
Luckily, Rarity comes to her rescue and they get out of there.
To top off Babs' worst day ever, Rarity drags Babs to style her. After a lot of miscommunication, Babs decides to call it a night.
Rarity then goes to her fitting with Sapphire, where she expresses her frustration over her day with Babs for an hour. So it's no surprise that Sapphire is able to tell what is bothering her. She recalls Rarity telling her that when she was a little pony, her parents didn't get her passion for fashion.
Girls with a passion for fashion.
And maybe Rarity kinda sees herself in Babs. Rarity realizes she didn't really get to know Babs. She just wanted to give her the fashionista upbringing that she never had. Not really thinking if it would be something Babs was into or not. So Rarity goes to make it up to her.
Waifu brings Babs to the roller derby.
An idea she got from calling Sweetie Belle. Don't worry, she okayed it with Babs' parents first. Also, more clunky exposition calling back to Manhattan Mysteries, complete with a little reference box, because that was totally needed.
Rarity then brings Babs to see her idol, who points out the moral, you know, in case you missed it. And in case you still did, Rarity points it out again in the journal.
Sometimes I think I know everything there is to know about being fashionable. I forget that every pony has their own fashion and their own sense of style. And just because it's different doesn't mean it's wrong. And sometimes the important thing isn't to love the same things as your friends, but let them love it and share that love with you. Sometimes it's hard to put aside the things that you want to do and ask what your friends are interested in. But if you never ask, you will never know just how amazing your friends are, darling.
Your Rarity impression needs a lot of work, man.
Also, Rarity helps Sweetie make a roller derby jersey for Babs. And before that panel, we get a hint that Babs is interested in more modern mane styles. Since her cutie mark is canonically a pair of scissors, I wonder if she's a stylist for roller derby ponies. Now, wouldn't that be interesting? This comic gets a 7.5 crazed hairstylists out of 10. All in all, it was a nice little comic, even if it had a pairing I hadn't initially expected to be good. It was well paced and didn't really linger on anything for too long, and had some great comedic moments. It really showed how Rarity would interact with the slightly less developed character of Babs. It did struggle with some clunky exposition dumps, and was a bit repetitive at times. I know the rule of threes, but sometimes it was the exact same panel, just a different word bubble. Still, I wouldn't really mind reading it again.
I'm giving this comic a solid 8 out of 10. I had no little major problems with this comic at all. I like the jokes in this one. I find most of them hit pretty good. I did find it a little bit repetitive at times, but even that wasn't too bad. I did like the end of this one where Rarity found a way to merge their two interests into one. All in all, a pretty solid lead.
Well, that's our 2 bits on this comic. Tell us your 2 bits in the comments below. While you're down there, why not suggest a possible future spoiler alert? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, check out Coolman's channel, link in the description. And remember, you can support my 2 bits on Patreon. Every little bit helps. Well, I'm Comic Sans.
And I'm Coolman Stan, signing out.
And I will see you next time for a review of Friends Forever number 14, starring Princess Luna and Spike. Another kind of odd pairing. See how it goes.
Someone get me down from here.